welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Diana Motta. I'm a psychologist, therapist, and translator. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the theme, we can save the environment. As you could have seen lately, in the last centuries, the human being has devastated the forests and has fished in huge amounts and hunted in a way that did not give an opportunity for nature to recover and replace the original quantities of animals and plants. Therefore, we can see an environmental imbalance that causes the global warmth. For example, we have seen an article, we all have seen the news of last year being the warmest summer that Earth has ever faced, because all due to human interference to predate and devastate nature, the plants, the forests like that. It created the balance of the global warmth, which makes all planet go warmer. There is the melting of the frozen regions of the planet. Therefore, the planet cannot freeze itself like it used to have the thermal regulation as it used to. Species are disappearing due to our human interference. Thus, are we going to watch all of that eating popcorn like it's a movie with hands crossed thinking, oh wow, that's an absurd, and do nothing? No. I'm going to propose you here that we can make a change. We can make it the change that we want to see. That is, preserve nature, the nature that we have for the future generations and our own lifetime too. In my garden, for example, there's a bush of Melissa officinalis, lemon balm, that my mom calls the insect smoke, as diverse animals come drink the nectar of these flowers, such as butterflies, bees that are endangered species, wasps, hummingbirds, and banana quids. The butterflies trust this plant for laying their eggs, and the caterpillars to be born so much that I would like to say that it is an important detail to let the caterpillars eat everything that they want, as the plant recovers easily. Imagine that it is like a prune, but a natural one. Please, do not poison the plants to kill the caterpillars, since the butterflies are important in the circle of life, in the health of the ecosystem, as pollinators that work for fruits to exist and be eaten by the animals and us. Bees, as pollinators, they are pollinators such as the butterflies, but the former is endangered, and those come in quantity to feed on the lemon bloom. Why it is important to raise a native plant species or plants that we know that will add up to the ecosystem? Because it is deeply important to have plants that produce flowers and or fruits to feed the wild animals, pondering the fact that the human being have already devastated the nature so much that we need as a society to revert the damage before it is too late. We already see the global warmth, the extinction in mass of wild animals, but each person doing their part can make a change. It is inspiring to see examples such as the Chinese lady Yi Jifeng that has planted a forest of 2 billion trees to manifest the wish of her son that has passed away, which has always said that he wanted to come back to his former city and plant a forest. A lady alone could plant an entire forest. Therefore, it is needed that each one of us make what can be done, even if it looks like not too much. It does not need to be great, like the example of Jifan. It just needs to be something. Seeing that many people doing individually a bit will have a huge power of impact in returning the ecosystem's health and preserving nature by doing small actions, as having a garden or planting by the window or balcony plants that feed the wild animals, or simply that can absorb carbon dioxide pollution. As Mother Teresa of Calcutta said, "It looks like the work I do is like a drop in the ocean, but the ocean without a drop would be smaller." So my suggestion is that we all are like drops to make an ocean of change, to bring back the health of nature, to preserve the ecosystem. We can do it. We just need to believe it and do it. So thank you for listening to me, and may you have a blessed day. If you like this kind of content, please give your like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Bye.